All right. I'm live. What's going on? This is a new webcam. Hopefully this looks good. I don't know. You guys can tell me when you come into the chat. New webcam thanks to my boy Will. Shout out to Will, the legend. Yeah, so we're doing a new webcam. We're doing 20 boxes. This past week, I just saw like an endless array of mailers show up at my door. A lot of these are probably from months ago because of all the delays. Sometimes like it's like a when it rains, it pours type scenario, and I think this is one of them. But we'll wait for some people to get in here. What's going on, Nick? Yeah, I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to see some of these. I know what some of them are, but again, as usual, there's too many. I don't know what all of them are. So, all right, we got Mirko from Germany. Law Dude. Nikki's here. Julio's here. Travis is here. Okay, we're getting the crew. You guys knew you didn't want to miss this. This feels like the biggest unboxing I've done since the one I did in New York when I moved across the country and I had like 65 boxes. Do you guys remember that? It was like a two-parter. Any old school TMR fans that remember that epic stream that was like 3 hours long? Tyler made it here early. Nice. Saxon, you were just in Brooklyn. That's awesome, man. I want to hear about. Text me and let me know how your dig went. Obviously, you know I'm very fond of the New York City record scene, so I always like to hear what you found. But yeah, all right, we can get started. We have a lot to get through, so a lot of people are gonna miss the first couple, but that's okay. If you guys shall be rewarded for being here on time. But what I can ask for you to do is to kindly hit the like button. YouTube is fed off of engagements. The algorithm needs to be satiated, and that is an easy way for you to do it. Moving forward, I just saw Miller's comment. Thank you. We'll talk about it. Let's see. What was I about to say? I got distracted by that comment. If you guys have any questions during this, I will not be doing Q&A till the end. So if you want me to answer your question, you know the drill. Drop me a super chat. I will see it pop up in big, bright colors, and I will then move forward and I will answer. But let's get started. The first thing is actually not a record. It is 2 cassette tapes. I haven't been buying cassettes very often, but I had to dip on these because they're 2 of my favorite albums of all time. And this is Enjoy the Ride collabed with this band and put out these absolutely gorgeous cassettes for Motion City Soundtrack, Commit This to Memory, and Even If It Kills Me, this one being in my top 100 albums of all time. They're both great. The backs are super beautiful with the patterns on the cassettes, which is nice. And I believe they sold out, I think. When the last I saw, they almost sold out. So I'm assuming they went all the way. But yeah, these are just perfect records front to back. I just saw them perform on I keep shaking the wrong one, on the Commit This to Memory tour. And it was really, really good. But yeah, just love these albums so much. I believe Motion City Soundtrack is the greatest like power pop band of all time. Pop punk for some, it's hard to say, you know. Between Fountains of Wayne and them, it's really hard to decide for me. But yeah, I had to grab those. Stoked that they came in. All right, mailer number 1. This mailer has seen better days. This is not a super well put together mailer. Let's pull out Old Faithful. This guy's about to get quite a bit of use on this stream. But let's see what we got here. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining me on this unboxing journey today. I've been excited for this for days, so let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. This is appropriate for the first one that I'm unboxing for this stream because I am going to see this band for the first time in 2 days in Seattle. Before I get started, Tyler with the first super chat. Thank you so much. Rihanna for the Super Bowl. Thoughts? I am a big fan of her music. I think she's great. A big fan is a stretch. I think she's a very talented musician. I don't listen to her that much in my spare time. If I'm out and about and she is on, I'll enjoy it. But I will say that Rihanna for the Super Bowl doesn't really appeal to me. I'll probably see it after the fact. I don't usually watch the Super Bowl. I'm not a big football guy. But I heard Taylor Swift was asked and she turned it down. I think a Taylor Super Bowl would be really fun, but yeah. Pens, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on Kendrick's $50 non-gatefold double LP? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty expensive. He definitely could have done a gatefold there. I agree with you. I think that's kind of just the trending pricing of records from hip-hop artists these days, and Kendrick is usually kind of more in demand than just about any other hip-hop artist that exists. So, I mean, if you can get that money, get that money. I think it's a little overpriced for what you get, but it's Kendrick, like I get more irked when a no-name kind of hype beast underground rapper puts out a 12-minute mixtape for $50, which is happening consistently these days. It's crazy. Anyway, let me get into this first one. Iron Maiden's Brave New World. They shipped the records in between, which was nice, but it still happened to get splits on top. Must have been from the original shipment. This is a gatefold, and I think from my limited experience with Iron Maiden, I've been getting into them over the past couple months. This is a fantastic record. Wicker Man and what's the other song I love on here? What's the other song I love? I can't remember. There's one other here I love, but Wicker Man's great. The song Brave New World itself is great. This is a repress from, I don't remember what year this came out, but I remember reading on Discogs the comments, and they said that this is a great sounding repress, so I got it, and hopefully that is the case. But I'm very excited to go see these guys live in a couple days. Got the two picture sleeves here. Nice glossy jacket, pretty nice quality jacket. So excited to give this a listen as I build my Maiden collection out. There might be one or two other Maiden records in this pile because, like I said, I've been kind of on this kick, but we'll see. All right, we got a Whiplash. Always appreciate a nice protected record and a Whiplash. Shout out to Whiplash mailers. Sponsor me. Send me mailers for free. Yes. Perfect. This is Cartel's Cycles. As many of you know, Cartel is one of my favorite pop punk bands, with Chroma being my favorite pop punk record of all time. Cycles is my third favorite record of theirs, the second best being Collider. But really solid. Nothing ever comes as close to perfect as Chroma did, but Cycles is an amazing listen as well. I just love Will Pug's voice. Pug? How do you pronounce his last name? I don't know. Tyler, another super chat. Ye previewed new music. How long until we get it for real? That is always the question when it comes to Kanye. I feel like Donda 2 was extremely unfinished when he put it out, so I'm guessing he's reworking it. It'll probably be a release sometime next year. Didn't really love too much of the sketches he put out, but hopefully he completely reworked it from the ground up, which he's known to do. So yeah, Cartel Cycles. Let's go. The first track is so good, and so is The Perfect Mistake and Faster Ride. This first three songs on here are actually such a good run of songs. I only got the white variants. As good as I am with getting records, I miss sometimes, and I miss the splatter, so I was pretty bummed. And I missed all the tour presses because they never came around, unfortunately. Ugh. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, this is a VMP box right here. So, let's see. Let's see what's in here. We got stickers falling out. I always like the VMP stickers. I feel like they do a good job with these. I've enjoyed them. The Game, the documentary. Very hard record to find that VMP did a repress of. This is one I was, I'm not a huge fan of this record. There are some killer tracks on here. How We Do, obviously. This is just a fun record, from the era of like 50 Cent's first album, that kind of pop gangster stuff. I'm hoping this sounds pretty good. And I know the originals went for almost, if not higher than triple digits. So VMP hit a home run with this one, I think, for a lot of people. And then, yes, Space Ghost Perp, Raider Clan, Mysterious Funk. I actually have a copy of this in the store right now on the Rare Wall, an original press. because I knew I was getting in this VMP reissue. So this is a great kind of cloud rappy artist from 2000. When does it even come out? 2000 doesn't say. I don't remember the year this came out, but Space Ghost Perp is awesome. I would love to get more of his stuff on vinyl. I think this is probably the only record that exists on wax, which is weird. A lot of the cloud rap stuff from this era, like there's an artist named Bones, Bones, and like how you spell the word, and he doesn't have anything on vinyl. He's amazing, and he has like 60 tapes. It's kind of bizarre to me. Like it's kind of like just missed it. We got a John Miller super chat. Did I pre-order all the Midnight's Variations? Expectations for the music? That's a good question. I did pre-order all the Midnight's Variations because I'm a store now, and I'm going to keep the one I like the best and put the rest in the store because people always want Taylor Swift. Expectations for the music? I'm assuming that Taylor has probably taken a page out of working with the Dessner, the legend, Mr. Dessner, and hopefully it has that kind of element of kind of meticulous guitar playing and floatiness that the Dessners bring to the National, and hopefully it has that kind of element of moving towards an indier sound than a poppier sound, but I guess we will find out. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, John's here. What's up, man? Gotta love the Maiden. Once you see them, you want more. I got you, John. I got you. All right, let's open this next one. I feel like someone told me, my friend Will told me I should get a second webcam and have it above me to show the unboxing and like show the record. Maybe eventually down the road I'll do that. Right now I'm pretty low key. This is another essential record that I am getting the variant of and then putting my original press in the store. This is Glenn Hansard and Marketa Iglova, The Swell Season. Just an absolutely beautiful kind of singer-songwriter folky record. Glenn Hansard needs no introduction. He's a true legend. And Marketa's vocals are such a beautiful compliment. I have the first press of this, so I'm going to put that in the store. And this is the green and white splatter. Let's see how that looks. Let's open it. This is proof that I actually do open my records for those that are incredulous. We got a Kyle Johnson super chat. This was a while ago, but thoughts on the rough trade New York City moving from Williamsburg to the middle of Rockefeller Center? Never understood the reasoning behind it. Yeah, truthfully, I don't know. I'm not privy to the reasoning either, but I think that the old rough trade location was absolutely iconic within New York City, and the new location, I haven't been yet, but from pictures, it just seems like it's completely soulless and tiny in comparison, which sucks because the old one was like Brooklyn, like that was like a Brooklyn iconic staple for live shows, for digging, such a beautiful space, and unfortunately I think that the downgrade is not ideal. Romanus Records says, "You're my first press." That's so sweet. All right, so here we are. This is the white and green kind of splatter. That is I think this matches the cover really nicely. It's a very beautiful shade, actually. I really like the almost dropped it. All right, we're good. But yeah, I heard that this pressing sounds great, which is why I decided to dive in on it, and I'm excited to put the original press in the store because some lucky person is going to be very stoked to grab that. So very cool. Glenn Hansard, he rocks. Another mailer, another record, and we still have so many to go. Guys, make sure you grab a beer. John, do you got a Belgian? You got a Belgian, John? Who's got a nice beer? I know it's a little early in the day, but can't ever be too early for a little Belgian, or maybe a nice LaCroix if you don't drink alcohol. I don't know how to live your life. All right, what have we here? Yes. Death Cab for Cutie, the photo album. This is one of the few records from their discography that I do not own. And it is a terrific album. This is a repress that Barsuk just did. Long-awaited repress. This is just, oh man. So many of these songs are stellar. And they just put out a new record. This is not the new record, although I'm wondering if it's in this pile. I don't know. But the new record, Asphalt Meadows, really blew me away because I was not a huge fan of their previous release. I thought it was kind of forgettable. And the new record is stellar. It's one of my favorite favorites of theirs in a long time. I feel like it's one of my favorites since like Transatlanticism and Plans, like since that era. Because Codes and Keys had a couple good songs, but it was just okay. Kintsugi had a couple great songs, and the rest was just okay. And Thank You Next? No, Thank You and Forever. What is that album called? The other Death Cab one? Anyway, that was just okay. But if you kind of gave up on them and thought that they'll never reach that kind of heyday, I don't know if this is as good as Plans and Death and Transatlanticism, but it is very... Why am I pointing at this? This is not the album I'm referring to. This is... This is the photo album. This is an earlier record. This is I'm confusing everybody. This is not the new album. New album's called Asphalt Meadows. This is a repress of an older album that's very good. All right, let's move on before I say anything else really stupid. Oh, what's up, Kaiser Soze? Don't drink beer, got a nice bud. Nice, you do you. I'm a Saint Pepsi fan. Yes, I did pick up the recent press of World Tour. Guys, stop distracting me. We got like 15 more mailers to go through. Drop me a super chat. Or don't. Live your best life. Another plain white mailer. Plain white mailer. Let's hope inside is the plain white tees. Just kidding. I don't want any of their records, ideally. All right. This is a pretty rare record that I sniped on Discogs for a really low price. So this is currently out of print. This is Jack Johnson, On and On. I've said in some previous live streams that I loved Jack Johnson in high school and then became too cool for Jack Johnson in my early to mid-20s. And now I'm back on the Jack Johnson train. He is just a really good singer-songwriter. I really like his vibes. Yeah, this is On and On. It is currently out of print, as far as I know. Yeah, it's out of print, and I got it on Discogs. It usually goes for, I think, 70, 80 or so, maybe even closer to 90. I got it for like $35. I got super lucky. It's like with Discogs, sometimes you can just refresh at the right time, and on your want list is like something you're looking for right on top. And this was the case. So now I have almost all I think I have all the Jack Johnson I want. There might be one live record I'm looking for that's kind of hard to find. But yeah, Jack Johnson. Back on the JJ train. I saw someone ask about this poster. Let me see if I can give a quick little glance. Yeah, this is Pearl Jam. I'm so proud of this, owning this, and my frame up I really like a lot. This is Pearl Jam live in Copenhagen with the X opening, which is wild. I was not at that show, unfortunately, but would I have loved to have been? Yeah. All right, how does this work? Come on. All right, I think it's a little tilted. Yeah. All right, we're good. Who's the artist? It's actually a collaboration with Todd McFarlane, who did Spawn. So, very cool. All right, Tyler with the $10 super chat. Believe it or not, I'm now 4 months into the shop being open. Wow, that's actually crazy. I haven't said that out loud. Congrats again. What is the best thing about being a store owner, and what would I still like to improve on in the store? It's a great question. Thank you for the congrats. The best thing about being a store owner is getting to go to a job every day that I get to connect with music fans. It's like what I do on YouTube, but in person. Obviously, not everyone comes in the store and wants to chat, but enough people come in and want to talk about music that it feels like it's like that vibe I was hoping for, where it's not just a place to walk in and purchase something and leave. It's trying to build a community and trying to get people excited about music and learn from them and teach them recommendations I have, and talk about what's in the Matt's pick spins, or see if I have something they're looking for in the back. Or it's been really fun getting to know people through the store, and that's been extremely rewarding, and probably my favorite part of running the store. What would I like to improve on in the store? I'm actually extremely happy with how the store looks and the stock. I think those have gotten to really beautiful places. And once, I'll give you guys like a 2-second update. I'm working on this video with Whatnot that I'm so excited for. Also, side note, if you are on Whatnot and you follow my auctions, I'm doing a Whatnot auction on Saturday. So go on the app and go bookmark it. I have like 35 amazing grails ready to go. But that being said, we shot this amazing video in Portland. Part of it showcases my store. Part of it showcases Music Millennium and my friend Dave's record collection. It's a beautifully shot video. We are just currently struggling finding an editor. The editor we had lined up fell through. So The video is still happening. It's a pilot for a travel series that I'm trying to do. But I can't wait to show you guys the store through the lens of this video, because the guy who shot it, Taylor, he shot it so beautifully, and it's such a great way to see how far the store has come. From the initial video where I gave the tour. It's quite literally night and day different. But anyway, I see people are leaving now. They're like, stop talking, open records. So I'll go back to being the dancing monkey. I got my piece out. All right. This is a Relient K record that I am told is one of their best. I have not heard this one. This is a recent one called Air for Free. A lot of people say this is almost as good as their best stuff. Like, I have not heard it, but the label did a restock of it, so I decided to jump on it before it went out of print again. And if I don't like it, it'll be at home in the pop punk emo bin at the store. But yeah, I really like Relient K. I didn't know too many of their stuff. That's not a phrase. I didn't know too many of their things in high school outside of their 2 big singles, but diving into them more as an adult, I think their songwriting really holds up for pop punk, emo rock stuff. And yeah, so excited to hear that too. And I know what this one is. This is a Bandbox. This video is not sponsored by Bandbox, because it's not, but I am a fan of what they do, and I will happily give them a shout out. I think they are the most interesting music subscription company out there right now. They just get a lot of really great exclusives for artists that I love. Like, they just put out this Alt J and Awesome Wave one that I would like very much. And if anyone from Bandbox is watching this, you can send me a copy. I will happily accept it. But, oh man, there's a whole zine. Jose Gonzalez. This is something that I saw them post. It was a exclusive variant of Vestiges and Claws, which is like it's not my favorite Jose Gonzalez, because they're all my favorite. They're all 10s to me. But this is an amazing record, and this is a special variant of it. Let's take a look at the variant. But it comes with a zine. I love that Bandbox does these little magazines, because it's just like you get so much information about the artist, and if you care about the artist, it's a great way to get a deeper connection to the album that you're about to listen to. Hey, Zach, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. You gotta swing up north to Portland and come check out the store in person. I've got some video game records there that I feel like you would flip for. All right, let's look at this real quick. I already have a variant of this, but whoa, this is like the exact same variant as the Swell Season one I pulled out earlier. This is like identical. It's like the exact same pellets were used. It's this white and green marble. That's interesting. I thought it was more of a translucent from their mock-up, but super cool. Yeah, I think this looks great next to the cover. So, this was, the reason I got this was because it was like, they said it was like $13 shipped. $13 shipped for a gatefold of one of the prettiest albums I've ever heard. Like, anyone that didn't jump on this, I posted about it on Instagram, and if anyone was on the fence for $13 shipped, that's your biggest mistake of the year. You just made your biggest mistake of the year. I hope enough of you purchased it, because not only is the album a 10, that's a great variant for it, and yeah. All right. Another Whiplash. Keep it nice and protected. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I've heard of this artist. I can never have too many copies of this record, apparently. This is Phoebe Bridgers, Strangers in the Alps. As anyone who watches this channel knows, I am a massive fan of Phoebe Bridgers. She's one of my all-time favorite musicians. I recently saw her perform, and this is the anniversary edition. And I think the original press didn't come with Smoke Signals Reprise, I believe. I think that was added to the recent represses. But, yeah, Phoebe's the best. This is the limited edition Galaxy vinyl. So I have a copy of the mystery color that they did a few years back. Check top for seam split. No, mine seems pretty... the Whiplash kept this pretty protected, which is great. But yeah, I gotta say, she's kind of crushing it with all these like obviously Punisher, her second album, incredible. Better Oblivion Community Center, incredible. Claude Super Monster, incredible. Like all of those records are I highly recommend. Like anyone that Phoebe's associated with these days, like hell yeah. So excited that more people are getting a chance to get Strangers in the Alps because I know it was Stranger in the Alps was out of print for a minute. But they'll never keep it out of print forever because Phoebe is too in demand. All right, so what have we here? Oh, I know what this is. This is our first video game record. Do we have any PS5 owners in the house? Before I show you what this is, I got my PlayStation 5, and there was a game that came with it. It was a fun, cute platforming game that was part of the... It basically taught you how to use the PS5 controller, but it was also an incredible platformer. It was very fun. It felt very lighthearted while being challenging at times and also a great collectathon. But the best part of the game was the music. The music on Astro's Astro's Playroom is so good. Every level had its own extremely distinct soundtrack. And I remember when I was playing it, it's only like a 7-hour game, but I remember when I was playing it, I was like, man, I hope somebody makes a pressing of this. Otherwise, I might have to look into making a lathe cut because this is so fun. And then Fangamer went and pressed it recently, and I saw the pre-order go up like a week ago, and it's here already, which is wild. Yeah, so good. So fun. Someone just asked me what my favorite tracks are on Vestiges and Claws. My favorite tracks are Stories We Build, Stories We Tell, The Forest, Leaf Off, The Cave, and Open Book. Open Book is just, it's got to be a top 5, top 3. Did I play the virtual reality game? I did not. We got another Whiplash. This time we have a Crates record. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is going to be embarrassing. This is a meme record that I bought as a joke, but now I own it, so it's here. I was so curious. I feel like this is one of those records that's going to be worth $600 in a few years just because people are insane. This is Everywhere at the End of Bikini Bottom by the Sponge Taker. So this is a parody, I guess, of the Caretakers' Everywhere at the End of Everything, his 6-part series. This is all using SpongeBob sounds. And I can't believe this exists on vinyl, and I feel like this will never get repressed. And I just, as a fan of The Caretaker and his actual project, this is one of those things where I'm like, I bet you, years from now, people are going to be clamoring for this one-time pressing of this really weird meme album, and here we are. So I have it. Am I ever going to spin this? Probably not, but I got it. I don't know. It's just one of those things where sometimes you just do it. Sometimes you just get the record. Can we all relate to that? You just get the record? You guys are my people. You understand. Another standard mailer right here. Sick. All right. So this is Metatron's Cube. So it's a collaboration between AJ Suede and Televangel. Televangel is my buddy Ian. I could say buddy now because we've become friends since I moved to the Pacific Northwest. Ian is one half of the production duo Blue Sky Black Death, who I've been talking about on TMR for 6+ years. Blue Sky Black Death is unbelievably amazing, and pretty much anything that they produced is absolutely worth your time. They also produced the Nacho Picasso album Exalted, which is pressed on the TMR label. I actually have a very exciting announcement in the next week or so about that album. If there are locals... Oh my god, who is this person spamming the chat and interrupting me? Unbelievable. Terrible. If you're locals, you're going to be very excited about my announcement if you're a fan of Nacho and or Televangel, Blue Sky Black Death. But this is Metatron's Cube. This was a limited release that AJ Suede did with Ian, and it sold out very quickly. I think there were like 100 copies and I feel very lucky to have snagged one. Also featuring Hemlock Ernst right here, which is the hip hop. It's the hip hop moniker of Sam Herring from Future Islands. He has a hip hop project, which is great. So, really fun. What is the SpongeBob record called? Someone said it's called Everywhere at the End of Bikini Bottom. All right, let's keep going. Oh, this one I'm excited for. This one's for you too, Nick. And hopefully other people. I have a new musical obsession, guys. And it is going to be an expensive one and a difficult one to be able to find the things I want to find for this artist. This one is an easy grab because it was just repressed. So, I got so much bubble wrap, but I am super late to the boat, guys. I don't want you guys to act like I am reinventing the wheel by saying that I'm into this artist now, because I'm not. I'm late to the boat, but I have. Oh my god, how much bubble wrap is there? I am recently obsessed with Danzig. I like Misfits, but I love Danzig. And Sawin as well is very good. And yes, it's pronounced Sawin, not Samhain. I got called out for that in the store, and then I looked it up, and it apparently is pronounced Sawin. So I called it Sawin in my recent video, and I have 4 comments being like, Sawin, you're an idiot. And I'm like, oh, you can't win. Either way, this is Danzig's 6th record, Satan's Child, a nice comeback record after his 5th one, which was apparently not good and people did not like. This is an interesting record because Danzig's voice is the main reason you listen to his music, right? It's like so powerful and unique and so compelling. It's almost hypnotic. And this album features his voice kind of buried under a fair amount of reverb or some kind of production trick, which is an interesting stylistic choice for the record, but I still really enjoy this record, and I'm actually curious to see how this splatter vinyl turned out, so let's look together. But I am on a desperate hunt for Danzig 1 through 4. I am really trying to find them in strong VG Plus to near mint condition, and I don't want the bootlegs. There's a billion bootlegs. It's the bootlegs are not what I'm looking for. I want to find the actual pressings, and there we go. That's Danzig. That's Danzig right there, folks. That's draped in women with devil horns. That's about right. If any of you have Danzig 1 through 4 and you would like to trade it with me and or sell trade to me, please message me. I will be very generous. I will dip into the depths of my collection. So hit me up if you do have something. But let's look at this variant. Yeah, that's metal. That's awesome. Yeah, this album has an industrial sound to it, hard rock sound. Really a great comeback after Danzig 5, and I'm glad to own it. It's called Satan's Child, and hopefully I can find Danzig 1 through 4. The hunt has just began, but it is an ongoing and aggressive hunt. I feel like I'm a lion, just like going through the tundra trying to find my prey right now. But if you guys happen to know of anyone that has those early Danzig records, hit me up and let's talk. I know that Nick just got Danzig 1. Very happy for him. Very exciting. All right, this is another really cool release. This is Final Fantasy VI kind of lo-fi music called Esperwave, and look at that holographic obi strip. That art is done by Amano, who is the primary artist for the Final Fantasy series. A lot of the concept art is done by him in this very specific style, and this is a really beautiful cover that I just love how shiny this obi strip is. I've been waiting for this one for what feels like a year in production, but yeah, so this is it comes with like a flexi disc too, which is really cool. Which is, I believe, an allusion to an early flexi disc that exists for Final Fantasy II music. Yeah, this is just an extremely well done release, and art alone makes it worth it. But the music is also beautiful. If you like kind of like lo-fi music and you like Final Fantasy, this is a must own, I would say. So, Esperwave, very very cool. Final Fantasy VI is in my top 3 or 4 Final Fantasy games for sure. It is a masterpiece. All right, another mailer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. We're actually making pretty decent time. After I complete all of these, oh, I just saw Tyler's super chat. Holy crap! Sorry for the delay, man. The Biggie sculpture. Did I see they released an all black one? Yes, I did see they released an all black one, which is cool. I have the all black Run the Jewels one that they did many years ago. I actually have a video deep on the channel where I unboxed that, which is it's an ancient TMR video. But yeah, I like the one that I have in the store. I like it having all the details and the color. I think it really pops. It's a great centerpiece for the store. All right, let's open this. Come on. Did I get World of Ruin? I think I missed World of Ruin when it came out. I feel like I missed the pre-order. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, this is one that people are talking about. This is the Walmart exclusive. Yes, sometimes you have to dip into Walmart. I almost never do, but sometimes they do a perfect colored exclusive. This is Dirt. As you guys know, I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan, and this is their best record. And people are saying that this is now the definitive pressing of Dirt. I have yet to spin it to know if that's the case, but that's very exciting if so. The original pressing I don't have, but I have the MOV pressing on red marble, and it sounds good. But this time they split it across four sides, which is great. I have heard only good things about this, except for one dude in the TMR Facebook group who was insisting that the black variant sound better than the red, which, as I've made a video before, it doesn't have to do with the color. It just has to do with where it's pressed, how it's pressed, and they were pressed at the same time at the same plant. Anyway, some people can't be argued with. But yes, very excited to hear this. I hear it's very in your face. I hear the soundstage is really expansive. And yeah, really excited that this is getting a repress because it was out of print for a while. And everybody should own a copy of Dirt. It's just that good, you know? We have another Vaporwave classic. I just said Vaporwave like Sandy used to say. Vaporwave classic. This is Cat Corpse Blue Dream. I had the cassette of this once upon a time. Blue Dream is one of Cat Corp's best records. Actually, the original version of it came with one side being Cat Corp, the other side being Telepath, who's my favorite outside of them. So that was like a dream release. And I don't know why they're not releasing the Telepath part, because it's also very good. But yeah, Cat Corpse Blue Dream, if you like kind of, you know, early Vaporwave and like the heyday of the sound, very like peaceful, beautiful, meditative, you know, but interesting music, Blue Dream is definitely worth your time. This one I ordered a long time ago and it just got in like a long time ago. All right. Keep going. Oh, they shipped 2 records together, but they didn't combine my shipping. I should contact them for that. So these are 2 iconic Japanese kind of. One's a funk record, and the other one is, I forget, is it funk? I think it is. I think they're both Japanese funk records, but I was turned on to both of them by multiple people, and I decided I needed to jump in. These are faithful represses, so these are not the originals. But this is Mint Jams by Cassiopeia. If you haven't heard this, jump on YouTube. It is so ahead of its time. It's actually bizarre that this came out in 82. That the fact this came out in 82 and people are trying to make music like this now is mind-blowing. Love the Obi strip on this. This is such a nice package put together. And then Funky Stuff by, I forget the artist's name. Jiro? Is it Jiro something? Oh my god. I forget his name. Someone in the chat will know. But this is Funky Stuff. This has been going around quite a bit lately in terms of people talking about this record. I saw this pop up 6 or 7 times in the past 3 months, this very striking album cover, and I decided to listen to it, and it's very good, good enough to want to import it, and I did. So I love funk, and I love the Japanese funk stuff is really, really getting me these days, so I'm glad to own this, because I think original pressings of both of these go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, so very excited to now have both of these in my collection. If you guys like funk and you don't know these, you should definitely check them out. All right, let's see. Can we do it in one? I tried. I don't know what more you want from me. Dang it. Tyler says, high possibility Wolverine will be in Deadpool 3. Ryan and Hugh just put out a video. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Wolverine and Deadpool is a classic team-up. I was expecting it to happen by now, but I guess, you know, studio rights and all that jazz. What is this? Another Vaporwave record that I got on impulse buy because I listened to it and thought it was really good. I don't have much to say about this. This is by Timeshare 94. This is Groot in Belgique, Grand and Belgique. I can't pronounce this, but yeah. If you like Vaporwave, check it out. I don't buy that much Vaporwave anymore, but I always happen to open a Vaporwave record on these streams, so y'all think that I buy a lot of Vaporwave. It's not good. I actually need to flesh out the Vaporwave section in the store. It's pretty light right now, and I definitely have a whole cube and a half of Vaporwave right there. I don't need all of it necessarily, so maybe I can find some cool ones to bring into the store. This was a pretty... I paid a decent price for this, but this was definitely cheaper than it goes for. This is Brandi Carlile live at Benaroya Hall. Not the best Benaroya Hall record in my collection, if you know what I mean. But Brandi is the best. I have become such a big fan of hers. I was always a fan, and then I saw her at Ohana Fest a few years back. She blew my mind, and ever since then I've been diving deep. She is one of the best modern singer-songwriters. She has the respect of the entire Seattle grunge scene, and this is an out-of-print live show that is very hard to find for under $100, and I think I got it for like 60, maybe or so. It felt like a good deal at the time, but yeah, very excited to listen to this, and if you guys like Brandi Carlile, you should check out this live performance, but then be upset that it's out of print, because that was me for a while until now. And the last mailer, it is paltry, it is thin, but who knows? Perhaps this is the best of it all. I had a record on order that is not here that I thought would be here. I ordered a Number of the Beast 80s pressing, but it's not here. We are ending on a hip hop record. This is Young Morpheus and Young Morpheus Black Schemata. Young Morpheus is one of the newer wave hip-hop artists, along with the Griselda guys and Cypher Soze, and a lot of really good people kind of coming out of the woodwork. I really am a fan of everything Young Morpheus has done. I think he's cut above a lot of them. So there were 300 copies. I snagged one. Oh, man. Where are these bots coming from? Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. All right. So we did it. That went way faster than expected, but we are at the 45-minute mark. So let's do some Q&A before I clean up the mess that is Mailer Graveyard over here. It is just an absolute... It's a lot going on over here. So let's do some Q&A. Feel free to also super chat me for these poor unboxing fingers that need a rest now. I am going to Seattle tomorrow. I am going to be digging at no less than 5 record stores. And then I'm seeing Iron Maiden on Thursday. So, hell yeah. Thank you for recommending Sudan Archives in the last video. You weren't aware of her. Yeah, I wasn't either. I almost missed the boat on Sudan Archives. I'm glad that I was able to spread the gospel. She's amazing. There's a guy who watches this channel. His name is Ryan, and he sent me videos of the show he just saw of hers and said it was like unbelievable. So, unfortunately, I will not be able to go to her show in Portland, but yeah, very excited. Have I checked out August is Falling? No, I forgot. Can someone DM me or email me so I don't forget August is Falling? I do. Everyone was talking about it last stream. Thoughts on the new Ozzy record? Your favorite album this year? I haven't had a chance to hear it yet. I've been jonesing though. I've heard great things. It has great reviews. I wasn't a massive fan of Ordinary Man. I thought it was good, but it wasn't that memorable. But I've heard this is better than Ordinary Man, so I'm excited to listen to it. Hi Michelle, you got here a little too late. Look what I showed off earlier in the stream. A little enjoy the ride action. How Future Funk in the shop? You recently got into it. I don't have a lot of Future Funk in the shop right now, but that could change. Thoughts on the new Alex G? Thanks for the super chat, Kyle. I have not listened to it. I am a very casual Alex G fan. I used to listen to like Rules back in the day, and I liked beach music, but I haven't really kept up with his stuff. Is it any good? You saw Maiden the other night in San Diego. Incredible show. Awesome. That makes me more excited. Did I hear Phoebe is guesting on Marcus Mumford's new album? I don't know if that's going to be enough to get me to listen to Marcus Mumford's new album, but I will listen to that song probably. Nick, you told me about Sudan Archives 2 years ago. Sorry. You have to realize, Nick, how many people are recommending me things on a daily basis. My inbox is blown up with music recommendations on like consistently. It's a lot. I try to keep up with it, but it's tough. Did I grab the new press of Last of Us OST by Music on vinyl? Did I watch the new trailer for the HBO show? I am excited for the HBO show. I have not watched the trailer yet, and I own the Last of Us box set, so I don't really need another Last of Us record. Hey, Chris from the 9 Inch Nails show. What's up, man? Chris was standing right in front of me on the rail at the 9 Inch Nails show that we went to. He introduced himself and he was like, "Hey, I watch your channel," and we both got to experience the full force of Trent Reznor and the boys just crushing it, as I was being crushed by the jerks behind me that were way too aggressive. Have I heard JVKE new album? I have not. Did I snag a copy of Blue Sky Black Death, De Niro, Ferrar, Cliff of Death? I did. If I see Blue Sky Black Death, I purchase. There's not even a pause in my mind. I'm excited because I'm talking to Ian, half of Blue Sky Black Death, about possibly pressing a project that he is involved with that's coming out soon, and it's really good. So I would be honored to be the label to press it. My label right now, I mean, we just funded the Central Side record, guys. Congratulations, we did it. Very exciting. I have like 3 releases in the pipeline that I'm jonesing to put out, and I don't know, like I gotta wait. I feel like I can't just drop 3. People aren't going to pre-order all 3. So I have to figure out the order I'm going to do them in. But there's like, over the next year, I have a lot of things planned for the label, and it's just a matter of like timing it, right? Am I a fan of the Budos band? I've heard of the Budos band. I've never actually listened to them. Thoughts on the Foo Fighters addition to the Record Store Day list today? I didn't see what the addition is. What is it, Nick? Get Ian to press We Dream of Drones. I feel like he's open to pressing... that was a Televangel record, right? I feel like he's open to pressing anything. It's just a matter of finding the person to do it. Why not? We're all waiting on pre-orders anyway. Go wild with the vinyl. Michelle, that's true. That's true. I feel like ongoing pre-orders right now are not... It happens. So maybe I should just dive in and just put out 2 things at once. Yeah, there's too much good stuff that I want to put out that is... I don't want to wait. So you might be seeing 2 or 3 records before the end of the year pop up for TMR, depending on how fast I can get things going. Wow, okay. Budos band. I'm getting Wolfgang and Janosch recommendations as well. Those are pretty high recs, pretty high in terms of successful recommendations. The addition is the Studio 666 soundtrack, the movie they made. Oh, I never got a chance to watch that movie. Is the soundtrack good? I mean, it's Foo Fighters, but I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of their latter input, or output, I should say, has been not that compelling to me. So, is it good? Foo Fighters playing death metal. That sounds pretty cool. I'm still a metal baby. I haven't gotten into death metal or black metal yet. I feel like that is a couple steps removed from my current palette, but I'm hoping that perhaps I will get more into it over time. I just think it's a logical progression, and I'm not there yet. But hopefully soon. Well, let's get a couple more questions in, and then we'll call it. This was a very successful and fun live stream. But let's do a couple more if anyone has any questions, and then we can go on with our days. I can pack for Seattle for all 2 days of it. Check out the band Astronoid. It's dream thrash. Wow, that actually kind of does sound right up my alley. Astronoid. Albert, can you message me that? John, when am I going to do the concert shirt pop-up? My man, it's up. It's been up for a week. The shirts are in the store right now. Go in. I'm not here tomorrow or Thursday, but Friday I'll be in, and this weekend I'll be in. So you got to stop by. You got to check them out. It's going to be great. Have I seen the new Bowie doc? I have not seen it. I saw a poster for it at a local theater here in Portland, but I have not seen it yet. Thoughts on Cheat Codes by Black Thought and Danger Mouse? I think it is a very solid listen, but it is not revolutionary, and it hinges more on forgettable than exceptional. I think that Black Thought he crushes it, and Danger Mouse crushes it, but for some reason it's not anything new from either of them for me. I feel like I've felt these vibes from them before. It's a solid 8, maybe 7.5. It's not an album of the year material, but it's definitely worth listening to, and I enjoyed it. I only listened to it 1.5 times. Is the Ichiko Elba show still coming, or have I already been? How was it? It is coming next month. I'm very excited. Someone DM'd me on Instagram, and they told me that they went to the show in their town, and she was out afterwards signing stuff and doodling on album covers. So I have 5 of her records. I don't know which. I don't want to be that guy that brings 5 albums and be like, will you sign all these? So I don't know how I'm going to decide which album, maybe 2 albums to get signed. But I don't know if I'll ever see her again. So, like, I almost want to get them all signed. I'm torn. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but this is my one shot, so we'll see. If I'm free Friday, I should go to LA for the Phantom Planet show. If I'm free Friday, I should just go to LA, Michelle. You think I just go to LA? You think I just apparate to a different state? Um, I I don't know if I'd want to see Phantom Planet live. I enjoy a lot of their songs, but I'm not like a diehard. You know what I mean? Um, I feel like I'd rather see Coconut Records live, but that'll never happen, unfortunately. Thanks for the Tycho 10-year pressing. Beautiful album. Tycho's the best. And Tycho just announced they're going to be dropping 2023, a new LP. I just saw that. So, let's go. You know, to be fair, and I don't mean to, I feel like hip hop is something that I can speak with authority on compared to you because you are admittedly not a hip hop fan. The reason I am not in love with cheat codes is because I listen to so much hip hop, especially so much Roots, so much Danger Mouse related product, that it doesn't feel fresh in that lens. Because you're kind of newer to the hip hop world and you're not as enamored by most of it, the sound is going to be more novel to you because it's fresher, if that makes sense. And maybe that's just me projecting, but I feel like that would explain why you love it and I like it. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you were to listen to more Danger Mouse projects and like go deeper into the roots, you'd be like, oh wow, this is very similar in a lot of ways, and it'll kind of all start to blend together at some point. All 4 KOC albums signed by Eric and Erland after yesterday's show. I'm so jealous that you got to go see Kings of Convenience, man. That's like truly a bucket list show for me. But, yeah. Michelle, do you want to tease what your big release coming up is? Maybe give everyone in the chat a first taste at this big Enjoy the Ride release right before I close the live stream. Do you want to give it like just for the 62 people in here? Shane, what are my thoughts on the new National album coming out maybe this year? I just went to go see them at Red Rocks, and it was an amazing show. They played 3 new tunes, and one of them I really loved. The other one I want to hear recorded. Live, it didn't really do it for me as much, but I think this album's going to be great. I think this is going to be a very classic National record that fans are going to love. I don't know. I mean, any more National music is always welcome, so very, very excited. You know, should I be actually curious if you did listen to more Danger Mouse and Roots, if you would feel that way? We should experiment. You should go spend some time and then get back to me. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. I'm gonna go to the Enjoy the Ride Instagram story right now because I'm curious what this big release is, and I wonder if I know it. Let's see. She's trying to drive people to the Instagram, folks. Always be marketing. Let's see. Is it this? Is it Goosebumps? Oh, enjoy the tunes. Okay. That's a cool variant. That's a super rad variant. I don't know much about the Goosebumps music, so for me personally, I don't have anything to say about it, but that looks really rad, and excited for you guys. I know people love their R.L. Stine and music related, so that's cool. Listeners, beware, you're in for a scare. That's great. Okay, we're going to be ending in a second. Let me just read these last comments. Hope I'm having a good day. Do I prefer digitally mastered vinyl or original pressings? And what is my favorite cartridge of all time? Wow, Anthony, you were coming in hot with the deep questions. So I prefer a record that sounds good. So I don't care, like the MoFi stuff, it didn't bother me beyond the fact that they kind of were dishonest. If a record is digitally mastered and it sounds phenomenal, that's great. I'll take an original press if it sounds better than the repress. But there's no kind of like, for me, it's not like a one way or the other. It's always a case by case, right? So it's like sometimes original presses are going to sound better, sometimes they won't. And I'm always going to seek out the version that sounds the best, regardless of how it was mastered. Ideally, oh man, right before the end, this person. Ideally, it's going to be an analog pressing from the tapes that sounds amazing, but that's not always the case. But that being said, I am very into the idea of just a really good sounding record, regardless of the source. And on that note, I don't have a favorite cartridge of all time. I don't know enough about gear to share an answer to that. I apologize. But thank you guys for coming in. This was super fun. We opened a ton of records. If you missed any, go back and watch it. Drop a comment on the video. And yeah, wish me luck for Seattle. Have a good time at Iron Maiden. I'll be doing lots of videos, so look forward to that. And we will be talking soon.